Next point is measurement of rate of flow of fluids. In that, whenever fluid are used in a process, it is necessary to measure the rate, okay, at which the fluid is flowing through the pipe. Then there are the various types of methods for the measurement of this flow of fluid. Then first of all, the direct weighing or measuring method. Second one is the hydrodynamic methods. In that, various types of meters are used. First one is the orifice meter, second one is the venturi meter, third is the pitot meter, and fourth one is the rotameter. And third measurement is the direct displacement meter. Then here we discuss it one by one. Here in our syllabus only hydrodynamic methods means various types of meters. These meters are most commonly used, so these points are included. So first of all we discuss the orifice meter. What is the principle of this orifice meter? This orifice meter, it is a thin plate containing a narrow and sharp aperture. This is the diagram of this orifice meter. It consists of a thin plate containing narrow sharp aperture. In this, when a fluid stream is suddenly allowed, it is suddenly allowed to pass through this narrow constriction. Then the velocity of the fluid at this orifice meter get increases. How it is increases? It is increases compared to the velocity of the fluid in the upstream. This is the upstream and this is the downstream. Upstream and downstream. So in this, it gives the result in the decrease in the pressure head. Pressure head. And here the Bernoulli's theorem provides the basis for correlating the increasing velocity head with the decrease in the pressure head between 2 points. So the difference in the pressure head, that is delta H, may be read from a manometer. If the diameter of this orifice is small compared to the diameter of the pipe, then the velocity of the fluid at the point before entering the orifice may be considered. So what is the equation of this orifice meter? It is the velocity of the fluid at thin constriction may be written as UO is equal to CO into root of 2G into delta H. Here UO is the velocity of fluid at point of orifice. Orifice, because of orifice it is a UO. CO is the constant and delta H is the difference in height, which can be measured by the manometers. Manometer आपण already discuss केलेले आहेतच. Then next is the construction. What is the construction of this orifice meter? In that, it consists of simple. This is the point A, this is the point B, this is the upstream, this is the downstream. Here it is a narrow constriction and which is called as the vena contracta. This is the orifice plate. Here placed between placed between A and B point. Then here one manometer is fitted at the bottom of this orifice meter for the measuring the pressure difference. For the measuring the difference. Then here this is the construction. Then what is the working of this? First of all, orifice meter is referred as the variable head meter that is measure the variation in the pressure across a fixed construction placed in the path of flow. In the path of flow. Then here next is the when fluid is allowed to pass through the orifice, then the velocity of the fluid at point B is increases. So as a result at point A pressure will be increased. It means that here, so here it means that when fluid stream is allowed to pass through the cross section of the orifice, then the velocity of fluid at point B get increases at the expense of pressure head. So it gives the result what it gives result. It gives the pressure at point A is higher than at point B. The pressure at point A is higher than the point B because of the contraction. ए पॉईंटला प्रेशर जास्त आहे पॉईंट बी पेक्षा. सो the Bernoulli's equation provides the basis for correlating the increasing velocity head with the decreasing pressure head. So the difference in pressure, that is delta H meters, may be read from the manometers which is connected to the point A and point B, जसं की जे काही फिगरमध्ये दाखवले तसं. ओके, then here the Bernoulli's equation is applied to point A and point B for experimental conditions. So here it gives the in root, okay, UO minus U, okay, A, okay, square is equal to CO into root 2G into delta H, where UO is the velocity of fluid at orifice, UA is the velocity of fluid at point A, CO is the constant. Okay, and here if the diameter of the orifice is, okay, one fifth of the pipe diameter or less, ओके, एक तर डायमीटर जे काही पाईपचं डायमीटर आहे ऑरिफिसमध्ये जो काही पाईप प्रेझेंट आहे त्याचं जे डायमीटर आहे 1/5 ऑफ द पाईप डायमीटरपेक्षा लेस असेल तर काय असेल, यू ए इज द स्मॉल कम्पेअर टू यू ओ. ओके, अँड देन यू ए टर्म जी काय असेल यू ए इट इज अ निग्लेक्टेड. ओके, देन द इक्वेशन इज, okay, UO is equal to CO into, okay, root 2G into delta H, and delta H is the, okay, delta H can be measured by using the manometer, okay, by using the manometer, and this is the final equation of this orifice meter. Okay, this is the final equation of this orifice meter. What are the applications of this orifice meter? Okay, it is used for the, okay, velocity at either of the point A and point B can be measured. Also it is used for the volume of liquid flowing per hour can be determined. Okay, next point is Venturi meter. Okay, it consists of, okay, first of all the principle. What is the principle of this Venturi meter? This Venturi meter consists of two tapered, okay, sections in the pipeline with the gradual constriction at its center. Okay, and in this, when fluid stream is allowed to pass through the narrow throat at the velocity of the fluid increases at the venturi compared to velocity of the upstream, and this results in decrease in the pressure head, and this resulting decrease in the pressure head is measured, okay, directly from the manometer. सेम आहे, फक्त थोडासा डिफरन्स आहे. ओके, ॲज कम्पेअर टू वेंचुरी मीटर. ओके, दिस इज द, okay, Venturi meter. Okay, this is the Venturi meter. Same, it consists of upstream, this is the downstream, point A, point B. Okay, this is the narrow constriction. Okay, this is the inlet section. Okay, it consists of a short tapered section. Okay, and this is the throat of the Venturi. This is the, okay, at the bottom side it consists of a manometer which is, okay, attached. This is the long tapered section, this is the short tapered section. आता दिसताना दिसते हा शॉर्ट सेक्शन आहे, हा लॉंग टॅपर्ड, ओके, टॅपर्ड सेक्शन, अँड दिस इज द आउटलेट सेक्शन, दिस इज द, ओके, डाउन स्ट्रीम. ओके, देन व्हॉट इज द वर्किंग ऑफ दिस, ओके, Venturi meter? In that, okay, when this Venturi meter is referred as a, okay, variable head meter, that is, okay, that is, it measures the variable differential pressure across a fixed constriction placed in the path of flow. Okay, and this meter, okay, in this meter the velocity of fluid is increased at the throat due to constriction. Okay, आता इथे जे काही हे दाखवले, ओके, हे आहे थ्रोट ऑफ वेंचुरी आणि इथं कन्स्ट्रिक्शन ऑफर होणार. सो इन दिस Venturi meter, when the velocity of fluid is increased in this throat, okay, due to the constriction, then it gives the, okay, result in decreased pressure in the upstream cone. Okay, and the pressure drop in the upstream cone is utilized to measure the rate of flow using manometer, and this Venturi meter nearly confirms the theoretical equation obtained for the orifice meter. Okay, and this gives the, okay, particular one equation, okay, according to orifice meter. What is that equation? Here it gives the equation that is in a root, okay, u v square minus u a square. Okay, आता v for the venturi meter. Okay, u is the velocity and v for the venturi. Okay, and u square a for the point A is equal to cv into root 2g into delta h. Okay, then here where uv is the velocity of the throat of the venturi, then ua is the velocity of velocity at point A, that is venturi throat, and cv is the coefficient, that is 0.98. it is a constant. Then here here if the diameter of this smaller section, this is the short section or smaller section, is 1/5 of the pipe diameter or less, then u a square is considered to be small compared to the uv square. Therefore u a square term may be discarded. It is neglected. Then what equation is gives? The equation is uv is equal to cv into 2g into delta h. दिस इज द फायनल इक्वेशन ऑफ दिस वेंचुरी. खूप सिंपल आहे, याच्यामध्ये काहीच अवघड नाही, सेम आहे. फक्त काय होणार आहे, जी काही टर्म असणार आहे पॉईंट एची ती निग्लेक्ट करायची, आणि ते निग्लेक्ट केल्यानंतर जी इक्वेशन येईल इट इज अ फायनल इक्वेशन. खूप सिंपल आहे, काही अवघड नाही याच्यामध्ये. आणि व्हॉट आर द ॲप्लिकेशन्स ऑफ दिस वेंचुरी मीटर? वेंचुरी मीटर इज द कॉमनली युज्ड फॉर द लिक्विड्स, इस्पेशली वॉटर. इट कॅन ऑल्सो बी युज्ड फॉर द मेजरमेंट ऑफ गॅसेस. Also it is used for the measurement of gases. And what are the disadvantages? It is very expensive. This venturimeter occupies more space. Also the ratio of throat diameter to pipe diameter cannot be changed. These are the disadvantages of this venturi meter. आणि जो काही हा जो ऑरिफिस मीटर आणि वेंचुरी मीटर पॉईंट आहे, तर या दोन्हीचा डिफरन्स पण विचारला जाऊ शकतो. व्हॉट आर द डिफरन्स बिटवीन द ऑरिफिस मीटर अँड वेंचुरी मीटर. देन नेक्स्ट पॉईंट इज पिटॉट ट्यूब. नेक्स्ट पॉईंट इज द पिटॉट ट्यूब. दिस इज ऑल्सो व्हेरी सिम्पल पॉईंट. इन दॅट this is the pitot tube. So in this, what is the principle of this pitot tube? This tube consists of a sensing element with a small constriction compared to the size of the flow channel. In this, when the sensing element is inserted at the center of the strip, then the velocity of flow is increased. Here this results in a decrease in pressure head. This results in decrease in pressure head. So what is the construction? What is the construction of this pitot tube? This tube, this tube is also known as the insertion meter. And here it consists of stagnation point. This is the stagnation point. This is the pitot tube. In this 1 manometer, here 1 manometer is attached at the bottom side. And it used for the measurement of pressure difference. Then this is the limb measure, measures pressure head. This is the limb measure pressure head. It is a upstream and it is a downstream. Then what is the working? What is the working of this venturi meter? In that here the pitot tube is used to measure the velocity head of the flow. So in this tube the velocity of fluid is increased at the narrow constriction. Velocity of fluid is increased in the narrow constriction. Then this gives the decreased pressure. This results in decreased pressure. Then the tube at right angle to the tube at right angles to the flow measures pressure head only. Then the tube that points upstream measures pressure head and also velocity head. So the difference in the above readings indicates the velocity head. So therefore a reading R of the manometer measures the velocity of head. Velocity head. Then it gives the one equation. This is the equation. U square. This equation as seen in the Bernoulli's equation. So velocity head of the fluid, that is delta hp, may be obtained from an equation similar to the equation of orifice and venturi meter. Then it gives the U square is equal to CV into in a root 2G into delta H. Delta H. Here CV is the coefficient of the pitot tube. CV is the coefficient of the pitot tube, and this is all about the pitot tube. And what are the advantages? This is used for the velocity at point, at one point only. Then what are the disadvantages? This tube themselves cause more disturbance, and is within the pressure tube disturb the readings. Next disadvantage is that they do not give average velocity directly. And third one is the for gases the reading is extremely small. For gases working on low pressure, some form of multiplying gives must be used. This is all about the pitot tube. This is all about the pitot tube. Last point is the rotameter. Last point is the rotameter. In that simple आहे. Rotameter is known as the area measure, as it measures area meter as it measures area of flow. It is used for the measure the area of flow. Then it consists of a vertical tapered and transparent tube in which plummet is placed. During the fluid flow through the tube, the plummet rises and falls because of variation of flow. Here this is the rotameter. It is looks like this. And this rotameter consists of a vertical tapered tube which is mounted with a narrow end down. And this tube is usually made up from the glass. It is a transparent glass. Then here a solid plummet is placed in this tube. Solid plummet is placed. This is the float or plummet which is placed inside this glass tube. And the diameter of this plummet is smaller than the narrow end of this tube. This is the narrow end of this tube. And these rotameters are available with electric and electronic transmitters for recordings also. Here with the this rotameter consists of transmitters for the recording purpose. Also these floats or plummets of different densities are available, so that 20-fold range of flow can be measured accurately. Then floats may be made of lead. This plummet or float it is made up from either lead or aluminum or glass or plastic. Then this is all about the construction. What are the working? What is the working of this? Pitot tube? In this, here the flow is upstream. The flow is upstream through this tapered tube. Then the flow of fluid is varies. This plummet which is surrounded by the fluid, this rises and falls depending on the rate of flow. आता याच्यामध्ये ज्यावेळेस इथून फ्लो इथून लिक्विड इनसाइड केल्याबरोबर लिक्विड इनसाइड केल्याबरोबर ते लिक्विड ह्या प्लमेटच्या सराउंडिंगमधून किंवा प्लमेटमधून राईज होईल. वरच्या साईडला जाईल, खालच्या साईडला येईल. म्हणजे स्टार्टिंगला रेट ऑफ फ्लो कसा असेल जास्त असेल. द ग्रेटर द फ्लो ऑफ रेट then the higher the plummet rises in the tube. And in this rotameter the pressure drop is constant or nearly constant. And during fluid flow the area of this annular space between the plummet and the tube it becomes varies. And therefore the head loss across the annulus is equal to the weight of the plummet. And the flow may be read using the upper edge of the plummet as an index. And the area is properly calibrated to the flow rate, and the recording may be transmitted for the recording or integrating and controlling. So normally manufacturers supply the necessary data and charts along with the meter while purchasing this instrument. And what are the uses of this rotameters? It is very extensively used in the chemical industries such as bulk drugs, and also it is also used for the both gases as well as liquids at high and low pressure. At high and low pressures. This is all about the rotameter. So our chapter is covered by this point.